Lord, I'm nervous. Okay. Huh? So, the verse we're going to read tonight comes from the book of Joshua. And this verse has a lot of sentimental value to me because it was my confirmation Bible verse 1,000 years ago. And it's Joshua 1:9. And I feel like it's very fitting for tonight's theme of celebration and freedom. So, hope you enjoy it too. This is my command. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Here ends the reading. Oh, I'm so nervous. Yikes. Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
For those of you who don't know me, I am Jeff Schleisinger. I'm going to be talking about two things that have to do with today's themes. One being celebration and the other freedom, and what they mean to me and how they have shaped my personal faith journey through my life. And the thing that, okay, I can do this. When I think about celebration, one thing that sticks out in my mind is Christmas Eve at my home church in Fort Collins, Spirit of Joy. Because it is like very moving, the music's really great, just this like giant party for Jesus' baptism. It's really, or baptism. Birth, sorry. My words are a little mixed up. So yeah, okay. So basically, like, that service really speaks to me about celebration because it brings people together and, you know, it's one big party. Another thing that comes to mind with celebration is my confirmation day. And how I had to speak about how God shaped me. So, you know, I picture being like 14 years old in front of a congregation of people with a really high voice like this talking about my faith. And on top of that, I had to also do a solo in front of my church also with a very good family friend of mine who was my voice teacher, Roseanne Wynn, in case you figured out it's Emily's mom. So that was really scary because, you know, but it was also a great celebration as well. When it comes to freedom, many things come to mind. But a few things that stick out, at least one thing, is when I was a camper, yes, I was a camper here, I was driving up with a family friend of mine who basically is my other mother in a way, and she and I were jamming it out to Dixie Chicks on the way up the mountain. And you know that turnoff where you come down the mountain, come like on the camp? Well, we rolled down all the windows, and we're screaming, sing wagon, top of our lungs. And her husband, Joel, could hear us all the way from the top of the hill as we came down. And he was like, I could hear you all the way from the top of the hill. And I said in my, you know, snarky little voice, I was trying to free people from sin, so sorry. So, you know, and one of the biggest freedoms we have as Christians is coming to places like this. Because places like this really matter to me. Because I grew up here, have a lot of memories here, broke my wrist here, that was really fun. Did the hurdles course the next day. And also another place that is really important to me is my church down the mountain. Because I kind of go to different churches down in Fort Collins. I'm really nervous, I'm sorry. This is coming out kind of blobbly. Another really awesome place that has kind of shaped my faith journey, if you will, is a place in Fort Collins called LCM, which is basically Lupin Campus Ministries, which is like literally right across the street from CSU. And the pastor there knows me pretty well. She can tell you some embarrassing stories if you want to know any. But one of the plus sides of that is that I got to meet one of my friends there who actually works in the kitchen. So basically, for me, communities like church communities, church camps, because anywhere where God is there makes me feel like I'm being lifted up. Because I've had kind of a rocky faith journey through my life. Because, like, especially when I was your guys' age, not the best age ever. Because I was made fun of every day, and it was just drop dead awful. So what I want you to take down the mountain with you, you don't really have to, but just kind of a tidbit, is that also, not only do you celebrate God here, but celebrate each other. Because that's what's really important. That's what Sky Ranch is all about, is celebrating other people. and making them feel important and making them shine, because I'm sure some of you, maybe not all of you, don't get a lot of praise down the mountain, am I right? Nod yes if I'm right. I'm gonna feel really goofy saying if you're nodding my head. So always take care of each other. Share your gifts with your family, your friends, your pastor, whoever you feel close to. Share your gifts with that person. And also share God's message, not only here, but also down the mountain. Just shout it, scream it, whatever you want to do, sing it for all I care. It doesn't really matter. But keep in mind that church camp is extremely important. And thank you for letting me speak to you tonight, and I'm really glad it's over.